Hi there. It's August the 24th, and we're today continuing our progress through the book of Job, and today we're looking at chapters 12 to 15. Job responds to Zophar the Naamathite, first of all, by saying that God is great and God can be known. God is not distant and far away and vindictive. He's actually there and visible in creation. The stars tell of him, the birds tell of him, the trees tell of him, the fish tell of him. Everything speaks of God, and also he's a wise God. He's a God who gives wisdom to men. So there's a balance here. He's not vindictive, he's not remote, he's close and close up. And then in chapter 13, having acknowledged that, Job says, but I still want to reason with God. I still want to bring my case before God. Because God is wise, he is a wise judge, he will listen to me. And he wants to say you can't just dismiss God as being distant and far away. God is close to us. And in fact, Job says an amazing thing in chapter 13, which has to do with his relationship with God. So much of what comes out in Job's speeches, even through his pain and through his anguish, is that he knows God. He is in relationship with God. And he says an amazing thing in chapter 13. He says, even though he slay me, I still will believe in him as being my rescuer. And there's an element here in this chapter of hope, of Job looking for something even beyond the grave, that God will rescue him, that this is not just God who is out to get man, this is God who is out to rescue man. And we hear words coming through in Job's words. He's open to be shown his sin. He's not closed to the fact that there may be sin in his life, but these are things that can be known. So he's pointing to a God who knows him and but at the moment, who has hidden his face from him. And this is one of the key things he says to God at the end of chapter 13, why are you hiding your face from me? And then in chapter 14, there's a chapter here about the transience of life. Job goes back to talking about the transience of life. Man who is born of woman is born to trouble, and it's these familiar words. His life is like a flower that comes and goes. He just talks. He goes back into this talk of the transience, of the breath that life is, and it goes so quickly, and sort of again ask the question, is there a hope, is there a future, how can we know? And then lastly, in chapter 15, Eliphaz the Temani, who's spoken earlier on, he has a second address, and now he's much more forceful in his accusations of Job. He says, Job, you're talking rubbish. Job, you're actually, your own mouth is condemning you, because you are saying things about God that cannot be true. And he attacks Job's confidence. He says God doesn't even trust his angels at one point. He doesn't even trust the divine beings. Why would he put confidence in men? Why would he have anything to do with us? And there's a tremendous pessimism that comes out in Eliphaz's response to Job, that actually we cannot know God, we cannot be close to him. So in this continuing story, we're hearing really Job, even in the midst of his pain and anguish, asserting that there is hope, that God is one who can be trusted, and not only that, but that he is the rescuer. This amazing statement, as we mentioned, that Job says, even though he kills me, even though he slay me, still I will trust him, and still he will be my rescuer. God is our rescuer in every situation, even in the darkest moments, and we can put our confidence and faith in him today. Have a very good August the 24th.